In this video, I am going to show you how you can download and install Google AntiGravity IDE on your computer. So let's see how we can do this thing. I'm going to show you this tutorial for Mac computer, but if you are interested for Windows computer, it's almost the same. So at first we need to access this Google AntiGravity site. So we can easily go to google.com from any browser. I'm going to use Safari browser, but it's fine if you are using any other browser. And once Google is open, just start typing Google. Once you start typing Google, and then you start typing ANTI. Once you start typing like this, Google will automatically suggest Google AntiGravity. Just use this one, and very shortly it will be open like this type of search page. From here we have to access this link, antigravity.google. This one, we just need to click here, and very shortly it will be opened like this. As I'm using Mac computer, so I need to download the Mac version, but if you are using Windows version, then you can also download the same way, but you have to download only the Windows thing. So there is a big button, download, and download for macOS. I'm going to click here, and very shortly it will be opened like this. Download Google AntiGravity for macOS. We have to scroll till we find the download option of this software. So right now there are 3 versions based on the operating system: macOS, Windows, Linux, and for each operating system there is couple of versions of there. So if you are using like Apple Silicon chip, then you have to download this version. Otherwise, if you are using Intel, then you need to download this version. I'm using the Apple Silicon Mac, so I'm going to download this thing. If you are not sure whether you are using Apple Silicon or Intel, you can easily find out that. For that, you just need to click this Apple menu, and then from here you have to click about this Mac. Once you open about this Mac, you will find like this Apple M4. It should be M1, M2, M3, M4, or M5, something like that. So if there is like Apple M, that means you are using Apple Silicon chip. So you just need to download this one. Otherwise, you have to download this version. So I'm going to click this version, and very shortly, as I'm using Safari is asking whether I am sure to download it or not. We have to press the allow so that it will start downloading. And it's not a very big file, it's quite a small file, I will say, like less than 200 megabyte probably. So I'm not sure whether, I think it is downloaded, that's why it's not visible over there. So let's open downloads folder. I'm going to click the downloads, and here I see this is the software, and here it is showing 192.7, that means almost 200 megabyte of size. So this site we don't need. I'm going to minimize it, and then I'm going to double click over there to start the installation, and very shortly it will be open like this. So there is the software which is called AntiGravity. This is developed by Google, an application, and there is a small arrow. That means we need to drag it and drop it inside here. So I'm going to drag it and drop it inside this application folder, and very shortly it will start the installation. We will see over there, and after the installation it will take almost 700 megabyte of size. And here it is showing we are almost done, like 5 to 10 seconds. So basically within 30 seconds it will be installed. Now we can close this window because we don't need, and we can also delete this file. I'm going to remove it from my Mac because we don't need, we already installed it. Now I'm going to close this window. Now let's open that software, that AntiGravity IDE. I'm going to click this spotlight search, and very shortly it will be opened like this. Now from here we have to type AntiGravity, AntiGravity, and here we see AntiGravity software is there. So we just need to double click over there so that it will be open like this way. And at the beginning, when we will try to open this software on our Mac, it will give us this type of warning: AntiGravity is an app downloaded from the internet. Are you sure you want to open it? We have to press open. By clicking this button, we will able to open, and this is for the first time. It will give you this type of information, otherwise it will not give. I'm going to press the open button, and very shortly the software will be loaded. But before loading completely, it will ask you a couple of things, like it is telling us welcome to AntiGravity, let's get you set up. So we have to press the next, and then here it is asking choose setup flow. So there are 2 options, one is fresh, another is import from VS Code. I'm going to choose this option, start fresh, and it is asking us to choose the theme. I'm going to choose dark theme, but there are some other themes are there, like Tokyo night light and solar is light. I'm going to choose dark, and then I'm going to press next button, and here it is showing how do you want to use anti-gravity agent. So there are 4 options are there: agent driven development, agent assisted development, review, custom, and some other details are there. I'm going to choose this option, which is recommended. We can choose these options later if we need. Then I'm going to press the next button. Here I didn't change anything. Once I press the next button, it is asking configure your editor. Configure your editor settings below. So key bindings, normal or Vim. I'm using normal and some other things. Basically, I didn't actually change any of the thing. And if you move our cursor over there, it will show you which are pre-installed and which will be installed, like Python, Go, Java. This will be installed. So these are the extension. Basically, there is a checkbox and command line install. So here it is showing like that. I'm going to press the next, and now it is asking us to sign in our Google account. So we must need to sign in, otherwise there is no way we can go forward. If we click next, it is not working. Now we need to click this sign in with Google, this button, to sign in our Google account. Once I click over there, it will bring like this. And now it is asking the email and password for logging my account. Once I type the email, I'm going to press the next button, and then very shortly I will type the password of my email, and then I'm going to press the next button. Now I will get on verification code on my mobile. I'm going to type the verification code over here, and then I'm going to press the next button. Once I press the next button, it will give us this type of warning. Would you like to allow other macOS application to run this Google account? We can use this thing. You can allow or disallow the use of the account later, system setting, this thing. So I'm going to choose not now, and then here I'm going to choose sign in. And very shortly it is asking, do you want to allow website to open AntiGravity? We have to press the allow button, and now we'll see this type of information agreement, AntiGravity terms and use, and there is a checkbox. If you uncheck, I think we cannot go. Basically, yes, I agree to allow Google to collect and this thing. Now it is showing the terms and condition page with a checkbox. I'm going to uncheck this thing because I am not interested to share my personal information with Google. Here it is mentioning, yes, I agree to allow Google to collect and use my interaction data as defined, like this. So I'm going to uncheck this, but if you are interested, you can check this thing. Then I'm going to press the next button to complete the installation. And very shortly we'll get a confirmation message, something like this. AntiGravity will now prompt with OSA script for administrator privilege to install the shell command. We have to press the OK button, and very shortly it is asking us the password of our Mac. So I'm going to type the password of my Mac. Once I type the password, then I'm going to press the OK button, and very shortly we'll see some small changes are going there. Onboarding, installing extension, this may take a minute, and some icons are coming or going, so we have to wait till it finished. Now once everything is finished successfully, then we can open folder, and this is the command prompt. We can type the command. We can also choose the model from here, and right now I'm using this thing, planning or fast. This is the mode of conversation. So there are 2 conversations at the beginning right now, planning and fast. Probably within few days you will see some other changes are coming, and here you can choose one of the model. So right now they have couple of models, like 6 model. So Gemini 3 Pro high, low, Sonnet 4.5, and GPT OSS 120B medium. I think this is the first generation or first time the OpenAI when it released, this is that version. I am not sure why they add this information or added this model. I have no idea. And that's it. In this way we can download and install AntiGravity, and then after that we can create the folder, and then we can use this thing to start using this software to develop our own application, or to update our application, or to modify or fix the error of our application.